Namaste. Om. Welcome. There's a point where effort gives up. Where effort itself gives up. I remember a very emotional moment when I was reading a very simple verse, a very simple story of Papaji and Satsang. And while this reading was taking place, it was seen after that I was very effortless with this reading. I was very vulnerable then, you see. Because our conditioned mind says, no, be vigilant. Watch, watch for the burglar. Watch for danger, you see. So when you're effortless, you're not really aware of what we call life's goings on. So this effortless passage. And I'm simply having a coffee and reading. And he says to the one in the satsang, the questioner says, I feel like giving up. And Papaji says, why not give up this thought of giving up? And I disappeared, The body and mind was so subtle, so fragile that I disappeared into this void in a restaurant, unaware that people were drinking teas and coffees and eating cakes. The words disappeared, the book disappeared. Why not give up the thought of giving up? And it was then that this process became so simple. So it's when thoughts came from external voices, from internal mind, head mind, heart mind, whatever version of mind, it said maybe you must keep trying. And then it said, why not give up the thought of trying? It becomes like when you're a child and your parent is, you're on the floor, lying on the floor, and your parent is tickling you, tickle, tickle. And it's a wonderful sensation. And the parent puts his hand up, who's standing about to pick you up. And when you grab a hold of the hand, he lets go and you lie down again, and he's on top of you tickling again. You see, it's like this, I want to get up, but I don't want to get up. I want to continue with this game, you see. So you surrender to the floor, you surrender to the parents tickling, you surrender to everything. You just simply don't want to participate in anything else except this interaction where you are actually at the mercy of life. A beautiful mercy, because it's tickling, you know. He's not beating you. He's playing. And these thoughts are very similar. This experience is very similar to this, where you simply put your whole hand up and you're hoping he doesn't pull you up, you see. And he kind of pulls you up and then lets you fall back down and tickling. Very wonderful situation, you know, if you've ever experienced it. But it's like this, you see. Why not keep trying? Okay. And why not give up the thought of trying? And if the thought arises again, no, try, no. I give up the thought of trying. Why not go and start up your own business? You're feeling good. No, why not give up the thought of starting your own business because you're feeling good? What these words are trying to say is, it's very safe when you're in this effortless place. You may fall into a void of immense beauty, and you are feeling like you have died, that you have lost your fight, and that this should not happen. You should be more vigilant, you should be more prepared, you see. But you're not falling anywhere, you see. Your mind has died. But it has only disappeared, you see. It has not died. Mind cannot die. There is not such a thing as death. Nothing dies, you see. No thing or formless thing dies. So this mind has simply expanded so that, like anything else, the bigger the space, the more freedom. So that you become so apart from this mind that everything becomes vividly clear. And your trust in this mind returning is instinctive, you see. Because mind before this happened thought, no, I don't want to be in this position just in case. So when you say, I'm going to be effortless today, then you say, you know what? I'm going to give up this thought of being effortless. And I'm going to give up the thought of thinking about giving up this thought about being effortless. And I'm going to give up that thought too. And any thought that comes, no. This is effortlessness. The most inhuman thing that you've ever been taught is to give up and surrender. But you've been told this, which is a wonderful learning. Do not give up. Do not give up to this external world. Do not give up trying and being a human and thinking and caring and improving. This giving up is not giving up to the external world. This giving up is giving up to yourself. It's your mini mind giving up the pure mind. It is all your distasteful thoughts, your distasteful ways that you know have not been natural. That's all that it's giving up. I want to give up all this, I want to give up all these things that I've been thinking that have not been true to me. I want to give up everything that I really, really know is not what it is. I'm not giving up on life. I'm not giving up on trying to be this good man or woman or child. I just simply want to give up all this crap. And that's all that happens, you see. Papa G's words. Why not give up the thought of giving up? Because it's not natural, isn't it? You see? I want to give up. Yeah? The first one is not natural. The second one is pure nature. I want to give up. No, I want to give up this thought of giving up. Because it's not a natural thought. I want to give up all thoughts that are not natural to myself. Effortlessness. It's not something you can buy over a counter. It's not something that you can practice. It is not a natural state. But it is your true state. That is why that is the most important thought to give up. Because it's not a thought. It is a truth. You cannot seek and be effortless because you're already that. So you have to give up the thought of trying to pretend that you're going to be effortless when you already are. These words are true teaching. Easy for saints and sages to say give up, surrender. What to, you're saying? Mind is saying, what are you surrendering to? Mind is trying to be with you, support you. Mind is being your friend at this moment. What are you surrendering to? Find out what you're surrendering to first. Don't just surrender. You don't go out in the fields with no one there and say, I surrender. There's no one to surrender to. When the army comes with guns and bayonets and you run, you say, I surrender. There's something to surrender to. All these things are not natural. Surrendering is not natural. It is not natural because you should never have to surrender to anything. We should all be at peace and free and happy and loving. So how can you surrender to something that is not natural? So you surrender to the thought of not surrendering. I want to surrender. I want to give up. Then you give up the thought of giving up and surrendering. And you'll see instantly, gone. Effort, gone. Effortlessness, gone. Not the actuality thing, but the thoughts of them, gone. I don't have to try anymore. I don't have to be doing things with effort. It is a natural thing that I will do. That is why parents say to their children playing football, you try hard today. Try hard, Child wants to say, what? What? You have to tell me to try hard? Instinctively, I'm going to try hard. You know? So a child has developed this, I must be second rate, you see? You know, naturally, this trying hard was going to take place. But my parents don't trust me, you see? Parents are doing it from love. Children are taking it from a different type of love. After the game, forgotten. Well done. You tried super hard today. Hug. Wonderful. Wonderful. Everything in life that you think is wrong is going to be right. And everything that you think is going to be right is going to be wrong. And wrong and right are no difference. You see? They all come from the same path. They all come from the same core, the same source, the same you, the same love, the same God. We are one. Effortless. Effort are simply experiences outside of you.